Well, let's have a talk. So, another thing that we're starting to notice about the Quonset building is, and we've known it all along, but it's getting progressively worse as we turn around and heat the building, and we have fluctuations between cold and hot water, or cold and hot weather. The humidity in the building when you heat with a diesel heater, which we've primarily been doing because we don't have a floor heating yet, is substantially higher. When we heated last year, we heated between a mixture of our burner, and we had a wood stove over by the office store before the office was put in. And that wood stove worked great because it took the humidity out of the building. With the diesel heater, the chemical burn of the diesel is very humid. So inside the shop, it gets very humid, which when it's actually like warm, it's not bad. When you're fluctuating the temperature back and forth from cold to hot, as that transition goes, there becomes a lot of moisture up here on these panels, as I'm kind of like outlining the kayak, but on these panels, there's a lot of moisture that comes down off of them. And when it does, it essentially rains on the floor and on some of the cars. You might actually be able to see it on the top right in this area. You can see where it's rained in the shop. It all has to do with the fact that we also don't have insulation on this yet. We're fighting tooth and nail to not use spray foam due to its characteristics with flame and heat and fire, and the fact that we do a lot with torches, welders, and stuff like that in here. Even though it's 6 feet up, like the bottom rail, it's literally right on the other side of like where this red rail is here. It's 6 feet up, but we don't want the off chance of sparks and molten metal hitting that and possibly burning in, and then us not seeing it burning behind and then burning out. I've seen Versatube buildings on one of the Facebook pages that I follow where that spray foam has destroyed Versatube buildings. The outside looks fine, but on the inside the tin's completely charred up and melted, well, not melted through, but melted into. So we're trying to fight tooth and nail to not do spray foam in here, which is why we're looking at other methods of insulation, whether it be insulation paneling, being styrofoam, or some mix of a mixture of plastic and like fiberglass type insulation. So that will help take care of that issue. It's just right now, if you have an open Quonset, you heat it with a diesel burner, like a torpedo heater, you're going to have a lot of moisture in your building. Other thing that led to is the diesel burner does great to heat from the diesel burner up, but it doesn't do a lot for the floor. So we have a floor drain in the middle of our floor that actually got ice in it, and we're pretty sure that the ice was up near the top of the drain, not quite like at the floor level, but just below it, where it drains off to go underneath the slab. Even though the temperature down below this floor was above freezing because it's below the frost line where it is, minus right outside the door, obviously the frost line kind of dips down because of the fact that on the sides of the shop we have pretty much frost wall, or like dirt, to help keep the frost line on the sides up, and it helps cushion underneath. So we're pretty sure we had ice somewhere between the end of that drain right in this area to the front of the pad. So that's the other issue with dealing with a diesel heater or dealing with heat that's not wood. So just wanted to touch base on that. The other issue is the lights. The water from the rain does affect the lights. If you have the LED lights, we've attempted to tape off a light to see if it causes any issues. I'll report back if we do have issues with that light, just so people that buy the Amazon lights, I still recommend them. They were $100 for 10 lights. They work great when they're not affected by water, but as soon as you affect them by water, they'll start going out. And we have a couple now, which I can show up there if it'll focus. You can see that only one of the lights is fully lit. The other one's just kind of out. So just wanted to touch base on that, and that's about it. Appreciate it, guys. Later.